think it is really fascinating, and in particular, CTV and addressable TV, in particular addressable when you're talking about set-top boxes and such, and sort of similar, channels where the player is identified to an individual or a household. You've got targeting erosion in certain channels, like the third-party cookie. Now we got another year out of it, kick the can down the road. And with Apple and mobile IDs no longer allowing for a behavioral level of targeting, oddly enough, some of the TV channels are layering in targeting, extra targeting, and allowing for almost PII or anonymized PII level tracking as well, which is sort of interesting, because we're losing fidelity on one side of the marketplace and gaining fidelity on the other, and I think you guys are really well positioned from that perspective.
Yeah, and we feel like our reason to exist is to help the sellers as much as the buyers, right? Everyone's in, if the system is done right, and this is where I think inspiration from search is really important, because the system is very fair. Yes, there's ways to game it, but essentially that auction model is a very fair way of thinking about the balanced risk between the seller and the buyer, right? And both sides kind of bearing just a little bit of the risk, but really letting the auction sort out, what's the most efficient use of every bit of inventory, which in the case of search is every single search, right? And so, the opportunity when you get the measurement right and the ad sort of yield management systems right, you can start to build a truly fair and effective marketplace where the fair price is being realized every impression, right? The true fair value of the inventory is being realized. And that's going to be good for the publishers. It's going to be good for the advertising buyers, whether it's an agency or a brand direct. And ultimately, it's great for the consumer and the content creators. And that was always a big part of what EDO wanted to do is, we all care a lot about the creative experience, right? That we serve the film studios, the streaming studios, the TV networks. And at the end of the day, we love TV, we love movies, we love entertainment, and more efficient marketing, more efficient advertising as a business model to support creative people and the creative output of what they do is a good thing. It's a great thing for everyone. And we think that's the ultimate mission we have when we think about what's EDO trying to do.